Nada. I'll see you. No, like, next year. Yeah. Like she'll share. Yeah, her best. But now they split. They both have so there's more party. You get it? So yeah. And she's like, well, yeah, from what her thank you so much. I didn't know so shy. Yeah, but that's the photo. Yeah. So I was like, this is not party. James would get up and go beyond. Well, I think it looks like a bag or something like that. Yeah. Wait, so she just got. I think they feel. Oh, okay. I don't think I. Yeah. So yesterday. Change. Right? It's let them share. Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure all of your engagement. I don't think that's. Yeah. Yeah. We didn't think you were going to talk. Me? Well, Olivia said, were you agreed? Yes. Yeah, but if you get the Fatima, I'm like, she's usually here like around this time, and I was like, oh, Fatima's supposed to be locked. No, it's pretty late. And then we were like, okay, wait, if she doesn't come, she's not gonna come. And then we were contemplating, like, is Alex gonna come? And then Ariana was like, yeah, you can go. You guys tomorrow. But I don't know if, well, Rachel's not coming, right? Because she would have been here. That's insane. I don't know. It legit could. No, it's like it. That girl missed like half of the whole space there. You know, when there's stuff. Like, give you that. And you see her next semester class. But that's what she was doing when she last year. Yeah, that's what she was doing. And I don't think most of these companies that's or something. Like for me, if I was really and I said, yeah, they just said, oh, the quick administration was trying to get a this is not. Hey, we start. Here's how I start. To go. I know. That's so like, I was like, use school and go and get to my sister. But it's last class, it's okay. So I'm saying it's last class. My mom should I help it. So as soon as I said that, me next to my baby, there's my friends too. Yeah, I might get snacks in bed. So I'm starving. He's kind of dull. What about me? I was thinking that again. Oh, sorry. Yeah. When we breaking it, you always say, or when it's for this band, I'm like, no, I know what it is. Right. Yeah. The art of it, right? Yeah. I forgot. Like, we were not. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. Work for it. No matter what day. Hi everybody. Hello. Yeah. From 3:13 to 3:38. Attention to those requirements. Engaging. Here's the one on those requirements. Where about it? Right now. So I'm going to page page 26, the beginning of part time. Only just do those only the whole first. Because it's the best way to do it. It's really when you're on and then you're first again. Start comparing. You're thinking in someone else. You're talking to someone is talking. What is bring them when you're from 1 to 3. And then compare it to someone else. So I will give you like story and do that, all of them, so that we can approach them as well. I cannot give you answers, I'm going to tell you that right now. I cannot give you answers unless you have gone all the way to the last question. Why? I cannot give you practice items and then give you answers. It's counterproductive. That's why I'm asking that you do them first. And if you don't finish all of them to the end, the bonus ones, then you do your own. If you submit them, I will give you feedback, but those points don't get recorded. But my hope is that you get all of them done and you get to the structure income. So that's one thing I do. The other thing I do today, we have a presentation, right? Oh, is that recommended? Two presentations? Okay, so we have two presentations. But that would come after the and then we have a third thing we're going to look at things to. So and then I realized I was right. So I just to give you the agenda for today, and now I'll go back and get my top of the line. And we're good? Here's a few minutes. My kids. It's too late. See ya. Yeah, yeah. I mean, oh, somebody said like 40. What's in that?
I don't want to say word.
I've had a hard time with that. Are you downloading it? They went to pages. Yeah.
Yeah, like a PDF.
So what did you do that?
I just downloaded the PDF from February.
I don't know how to do it. Yeah, how to download. I don't know.
I just.
I need more food.
I did that.
It pops up as cases. It popped up on your preview. I have that too. That's why all the exams have been a problem. And I really want more food. The 40% I'm going to get this. I've been trying to a different summer, 45 minutes away. And then see the other. I think it had boxes. And I was not in this box. Well, if that's me, that's the way to go. Sugar, it's here, yes, like, oh, I didn't bring anything. What is that about?
Yes.
Okay, so it's not just me.
No, yeah, it's the PDF.
So one, okay, you can't write on it.
Yeah. Right, and I get myself. Right, so shut off the other ear. Error. Like,
So part one, two, I think it's correct or incorrect. That's what I'm.
I think she's. No, she went to go get her stuff. You know, like.
I was doing up in the car, the guy in the like.
You know why she, but you're so, she came because if she passes with the reading marks, you can leave. So she came exactly on time to make sure that we stay. And then where is she bringing the dog? She's like, she wants to bring.
Like, we're gonna.
Yeah. They all practice something. Yeah, but she said it's doing. From what I heard her say if you finish it, you can do the hands. She's trying to be me now.
Like certain.
Okay. No, but you did it, so we were on track.
So I think there's like sometimes anyway, I was. And we stay people.
Yeah, I did. I cut off the it's a month. Be yourself. Hey guys. Yeah, to top it off. And he had it like, again, asked me like multiple times. Like, he was like, are you sure you want to top off your hair? Because I was like, just top off like probably here maybe. Because I was like the color. I was like, it's so unhealthy. Yeah, and I was like, just get rid of like all the color. And he was like, no.
That's yeah, thank you.
And then you also have a little bit color. Yeah, and then that was more like, what are you okay with that? I said, couldn't. Yeah, Well, I told you this once because when I grow my nail, I'm really right. So I just feel like, but it's like. Yeah, so then I was like, yeah. My hair appointment. And then I was like, well, technically I looked and watched her after my hair appointment. Yeah. I think you're. I'm so smothered, like. I was like, after. She was gonna do that. She said, 27. Yeah. Because it's like, yeah. So how do you, okay, so mine is back. It's like. Teachers figure. And bro, went to this. I just did like letters. It's very big. I just sounded weird. First grade. Okay, so there's just. You think of it, oh, yeah. Yeah, I just. I love. I like words, but I. And then the beginning of the. It's just not. I was like, gosh, like being my. I think there's somebody that said that I did, like, they always have like. Yeah. And I was like, in fact, I got it. Someone told me to fix something for her that said. And I got it. I'm like, so I don't feel like, I don't know why. Why is it? Why is it? I ended up changing the. Oh, no, you're question. Then the question is not in. It says Michael stored this, this, and this. Well, that could be mine. So that is error. That introduces error. Thank you. I like those lines. What else did I do wrong? Lisa? This is the actual. It goes from like the question. Oh, really, they're not so long, big component, right? Yeah. You should be so proud of us. Oh, yeah, I'm the only thing I did, that's why I'm not again. Okay, what else did I do wrong? It 1629, the copy.
Okay, what do you look like?
Yeah.
Everything else? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember, I needed one more line, but that we. Put them on. I remember that. So I told you that I documented, only I don't know what. You know, when you save PDF as Word and then put it back to PDF. So where it says Hannah, put like. And where the columns are jumbled up, please bring it back. Right? Like that. It's great to sort them out. Right? Any absolutes, any simple, grammatical clues, all of the above. So if you want to give me a score on that one, if you want to give me a score on that one out of 20, what would that be? I was so considering it. If I don't fail, I fail. Let me know when you're done. Because when it is something to be graded, and I'm going to give you grade on, I pay extra attention because I don't want to spend my life. Same thing. Let me know if you're already doing the bonus assignments. Anybody? Anybody doing the bonus assignments already? You're not there? It's worth the time to go. It is worth the time. Go on. You're not there.
You have ordinal twice. And
Say that again?
so in part 26, 27, 29,
Yeah.
84 questions, column B, you have the word ordinal twice. You have to see and.
Oh, yeah, I was told that. I
um,
don't know what else I was supposed to. Give me those options. What are the options?
Assessment, normal, fastest to the slowest, ordinal, continuous, or original salary, integral and ratio.
What do you know? Is there nominal in there? There's no
Well,
nominal?
no, but I think that normal should be nominal. So I think this test is not accurate. It's not valid. It's valid. But I don't think we should have to answer to that part.
Yeah, I haven't got my word ready yet. The problem is making me mad. I don't want to be exactly. I don't know what I need to math a lot, but I want to be quite a few of them. Exactly. Names. Other than words. My columns are fine. But go ahead and Yeah. So maybe it's like bring. Yeah. Yeah. We had plans on Monday. And then it was, she always has called. It didn't work. At all? No. We're just sitting in this. I don't know. They have to go to it. So calm down. Oh, no. That's right. All three captains together. And then this just on the class. He goes to us, right? Yeah. Like the sugar one. Yeah, let's move next time. Until we get into it. Well, it's already. They're in their own world. Not paying attention to me. And so it's like, no, wait, you just want to know. Because I literally looked at them. That's so weird. This way to see. I have trouble with the. For some reason, it needs approval. For all my classes. Yeah. That's right. For some reason, I haven't.
I said was this Mrs. Dr. Wells' classroom from yesterday. Because they're all sitting in the same spot.
Let me know. When you're all set, when you've done all of them, we're going to move to the second phase. The second phase is very, very when you compare, comparing answers to critical because you want to see why the other person has influence. And the reason helps, it helps the new learning. So we're going to be in group three, not more than three for sure. So if three or any three of you are ready, just move out of the, you don't have to go over and discussing answers alone. So just move out, sit somewhere, three people, start sharing those. Make this effective as effective as possible. The space here, I don't see why people should be controlled. Make it effective. Get started. Space, not space. Let's start. Comparison. See where we disagree, let's mark them. Do it all the way to the end. You're looking for two people? Anybody can? This way. Okay. Let's start from the screen, start talking.
I would have said it.
If you want to move that way. Yeah. Yeah. Use the screen. Yeah, but if you family, people get married and get out of the family, they go start their own.
Not necessarily.
Yes, they do. I did.
Some people will roast their.
This big give room for that. Okay. Make it effective, make it fast. You don't want to study this time. You just want to give it a chance to compare.
Yes. No.
When you agree, don't waste time. Move as fast as possible.
Oh, you can see it here. From the ups. From Really? About like. I said.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had that wrong. Okay, yeah, very good. Okay. Oh,
Then my exam already.
yeah.
That's it.
Oh, yeah, yeah. It's not one I feel it. Seriously. Um. Right. What is- sorry, my second week, I think it's both of us, so I don't know, the first week. I just put up the trip there. That's a month. I didn't understand that. Like, that was like some of the questions. No, there's no mistake. So I understand we finally read it at the class. I can keep checking the rest. I didn't actually know. But I'm. I will give you a.
Are you done?
No, we're not. So I put, knowledge. It was fun. Yeah. 9 or 9, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What's like what? More okay. So now. Yeah.
We're done. That's okay, it'll be answered. No, no. Oh, I see.
We asked the question. Asked the question. Sorry. And it's not right.
So any further motion?
Yeah. It's, I said the price complicated, but it was not resolved. And then there's like. Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah.
But I had a different way. I don't
Raise your hand when you're done. Okay. Thank you. Sorry. Yes.
It's just, I put that.
We're done.
Now, there are two ways we can get the answers. One way is just highlight the problematic item. Another way is to go through all of them. Which one do you prefer? I'm gonna go fast.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is what we'll do. This is what we'll do. We're going to break this in chunks of 5. How many are they? 20?
No, that.
No. Wow. I don't remember the last number. So 3, 3, 3, 3. 3, 3, 3, 3. So your group 1, your group 2, your group 3, your group 4. So group 1 gives us those answers in the row. Group 2, and we're done in less than a minute. That's all we're getting the answers, right?
Okay, so for one number 3,
Okay, let's group 1, please, 1 to 3.
we had a conflict in our group about that. So for one, some of us got correct and then some got incorrect. And then for 2, we got incorrect, and for 3, we got correct. Okay, CIC. Or IIC.
Look at mine, look at mine.
CIC.
With CIC, how did it go? CIC?
We had ICC.
Okay, that's what you have to know. CIC, ICC, what about you guys? CIC, okay. Read the first statement.
Assessing young children's learning development has to be done.
Is that correct or incorrect? Say no. It is incorrect. You are not a science professional. Do you do assessment? Yeah. Do parents do assessment? Yes. 2. Yeah, you don't have it yet. I get it. So tell me, why do you think it has to be done by professionals? Remember, assessing is broad. It can be formal, it can be informal. Okay, it can be for reporting, it can be for just something that you can practice. So I didn't specify, and that broad definition. So number 1 is it. Number 2, what did you guys say?
Incorrect.
What did, does everybody say yes? Agree. 3, what did you
Wait,
say?
agree to which one?
Incorrect. Number 2 is incorrect.
Girl.
3. I'll go fast. 3. Correct. What are done? 2, 4, 5, 6. Sorry? What does everyone say? ICC? ICC correct? ICC? CIC. We're all 4, 5, 6. CIC. Why did you guys 4, 5, 6? Yes. What would you think? CIC. Anybody got CIC? But before you started discussing the group and the missing blocks? Okay, why? Read number 4. Read number 4, please. Let's read number 4. Is number 4 correctly correct?
Well, you.
Oh, yeah. Number 5. Read someone. Oh, you guys. Is that correct? It is incorrect. Something can be reliable all the time and still incorrect. You can start on the basket scale and still 200 pounds, but you're actually 160. It can tell you that every day. It is still wrong. So reliable does not mean accurate. Number 6. Is that correct or incorrect? Agree. All right, you guys. This is number what? Number
7, 8, 9.
7, 8, 9. And the answer is Correct, thank you. You got it. Okay. 10, 11, 12. I see six. That's correct. I see. Yes. So we're now up to number 12. I see. Right. Now we're on this section. You see how many columns are? I don't know if that's the computer is there for free.
They're organized on this part.
Oh, really? Okay. All right, a group one, give us what? One answer. Okay.
Yes.
13, what is the answer? D is correct. Group two? 14. Just say it.
You don't know, see.
Big.
C is incorrect, B is correct. Group four. Number 15. Number 15. What is that? It's correct.
Yeah,
16. H is correct. 17.
A.
A is correct. 18. G is correct. Right. Let's move down. Number 19. See, hold on. Number 17 and 18.
Yeah.
We have another exam.
What are we 19?
Yeah.
C. Is that agreeable? C is. After the sort of the grade is starting class, the student will name and yeah, you're correct. 20. 20 is B. Now we're doing it together.
Wait, what did D or B?
I don't know what you said.
We said D.
We said D.
Okay, for 20.
D is not agreeable?
D. People get D for number 20.
Yeah.
Okay, you cannot agree enough, you still be wrong. That's it.
I was waiting for you.
So it's actually following the example demonstrated by the teacher, the students that will sort books according by D for daddy. Okay. 21 here. What answer we have for 21?
Yeah.
B as in baby? Yeah. Okay, B as in baby, that's correct for 21. Part 4.
This is like red.
22.
All right. Where are we?
22.
Okay, 22 was the answer? Is that agreeable?
Yeah.
She doesn't know. No, I thought this was the procedure. Okay, what is it?
Making the value.
That's about it.
Oh, yeah.
23, who?
8. No.
Oh, you guys?
No. My bad.
Me? Collecting information from various sources, so the answer is that your group now? Which one is that? Yeah, it's straightforward. That's a sex rate. 34. I thought A was.
No, wait, I'm sorry, I'm wrong.
B. What number?
34.
24, administering and final lands. Yes, let's see. B, B, baby.
Yes.
35. B. Correct. 26. 26. Was it you or was it the
No, I can't,
What else do you have? B, girl. Very well. That's categorical.
that's not on there. That's only your ordinal. Yeah. No.
I'm sorry. No. Dominant is the answer, so please write it in. I know, I haven't messed up so much of it.
You make sure to double check the file.
Sorry?
And make sure to double.
So what-
So there's like C.
So that should be nominal right there. One of the ordinary should be. Okay,
Okay.
we have 27.
I don't know.
You're teaching us.
B.
I want to break. How can you raise it? Yes. Yours.
27 B.
28.
Wait, I thought B was like the continuous of the question for 27. Because the question ends after the race athletic teachers list of students.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought that.
Okay. Forget about that. Forget about those. And use these options. Nominal, ordinal, interval, and ratio.
What number that's C.
It's probably order.
Yeah, that's what we said. Right?
No, they say B.
You said
They
yes.
said B.
Yeah, we said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That should not be an option.
Ordinal.
Yeah.
27, I think you made it. B is part of the question.
Now you're from.
Julia, we just.
Yeah. But this all.
Yeah.
28.
What?
28. Yes. Where are we? 29.
At least B.
Ratio. Where you have, zero meaning absent. The rest of them. Okay, yeah, this is messed up. I have to work on it. Yeah. You know what it is.
I don't.
You don't?
I'm right there.
Nominal, ordinal, interval, ratio.
31. Let's get, some answer from group 3. I just. I like it.
You got it.
31. Yeah. That is a giveaway, that's it on the board. 31. Source of assessment and tools for collecting data. What is the difference? First of all, you know what is source and what is tool, and then the difference. Yeah. What did you start? What's the difference? Give me an example. Group 3.
So provide an example for source of assessment.
Yeah, what's the difference? You know the difference, you have to know the difference. Any other group?
Yeah, the
source is the student.
Well,
Instrument.
the source, the student only factor in two because it can be something otherwise. The source is where you extract the data. The tool is what you use to extract the data.
Sure.
So the source can be student or parent or caregiver or
Teacher.
yes, any human being or records, right? Children are a very rich source of assessment information. You get a lot of different information. Either directly, by observation, or for the older ones, by eliciting the information from them. The source is what you're using to get the information out. If you're using a checklist, that's a tool. That's a tool. You are using that, it even guides you how to get the data out of the source and record it on the instrument. I think that's clear. Unless you have another question, group 4, number 32. No? Yeah. By the next time, how does the standard error of measurement inform score interpretation? Group 4.
The one, the scoring my theory, hold on. What's it say? Test score will vary due to measurement error. Hang on, I guess the first part. Yeah, wait, how the score will vary due to measurement error?
Sorry, say that again.
The test score will vary due to measurement error. I can't think of it.
Right, because we know there's error in test score. There is no test score that does not have error.
Or is it the thing where it's like, oh, the like 6 and you have to take off 6 or something like it could be above 6 or below 6? Is that yes or no?
Standard deviation.
Sure. No, yeah, wait, it's like if he gets a 90, but some things like there's like points and the highest could have been like a 96.
Let me finish talking. Yeah. Every score has error. And you know what error comes from the lighting, from writing the items, from timing the exam, from the person who is administering the exam, kind of making everybody hyper. 5 more minutes, 2 more minutes. That's error. That increases error. Things that cannot be read clearly increases error. Things that were not taught, they increase error. So we know that there's error in scores for all of it. Now, how do we do that? How do we use this score so that they don't give us the wrong information? We know this error. You know, every score has 2 parts. There is the true score, there is the error part. We don't want the error part, we want the true score. So what do? We use the standard error measurement. So what does the standard error measurement do? It's a conceptual question, it's not a calculation. What does it do? What does the standard, how does the standard error measurement help you make sense of scores that have error? Because all scores have error. It helps you estimate the error. It gives you the estimation of the error. If the standard error measurement is 3 on a set of scores for 1,000, then you know every score of those 1,000 can vary so many points below and so many points above. And that so many points, that is the standard error measurement. Because it is calculated. If it is 3, it can go down 3 points, it can go up 3 points. If it is 4, that score you're reading can be 4 points, up to 4 points lower, or up to 4 points higher. So the standard error measurement helps you determine, helps you estimate. It's an estimation of error in the test scores, and it helps you determine the score band. The score band within which the true score falls. Then you can interpret. If it is 80, if the score is 80, and you know that the standard error measurement is 4, that can be 79, it can be 78, it can be 77, it can be 78. It can also be 81, 82, 83. So that score 80 can be anywhere between 76 and 84. When you're making a decision, bear that in mind. You You cannot say, oh, this student has 80, this is lower than 82. No, look at this standard. Does it make sense? Please raise your hand and ask them, because I know you will never hear this again. Does it make sense? No, this is the only assessment course and going forward, you'll just build on that. Nobody's going to build. You have a question about the standard error method. It helps you estimate the score band within which the true score can fluctuate. The number that you're given means the score can go down that much or it can go up that much. So that one score, don't look at it as a one magical number. No, it could have been lower, 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 depending on the scale. Or it could have been higher, 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 higher. So when you're comparing someone who scored 84 and 77, wait a minute, these people are on the same. Make sense? All right, so don't forget that. Promise me you won't.
Thank you.
All right, let's go faster. 34. Okay, what is the answer to 33? These are too many again. What is 33? What is your answer? Yeah, that's correct. 34. What is 34? Three as in baby, we just answered that. 35. See the mix of source and instrument. You see that? For number 34, C has a mix of source and instrument. Tell me what is source in C.
Right, the caregiver.
An instrument,
Checklist.
you see, you cannot select that.
I thought there was.
You have to think. These items are,
We're not on 34. No, we're not.
no, we're 35.
Yeah. We're 35.
Okay.
Oh, we're on 35.
I was trying to find 34. Because somebody said C. And I don't want to mix up. 34 C is incorrect. Because when you think about it, and this is an example of multiple choice items that make you think. You don't have to go say, oh, multiple choice items, you just don't think, you just pick any. You pick any, you think, really. You have to think. When you think about it, you see that caregivers is source. Checklist is instruments, the tool. And it goes to multiple sense tools. You think it is right. But this is also, you have to think through the choices. And when you become really good test writers, the multiple choice items will be very good to think, and makes you think. 35.
We were listening.
So what is the answer? Which is as it is B. It's like hilarious. Okay, systematic observation involves. They cannot be right. How can you interpret? So, no, that is. A squared. You look, you see what you see. Don't actually interpret. That's the point. Don't try to interpret. You look, you see, you record it in your mind or write or however. Then you think about the rationale behind it, and then you make sense of it. The bonus items are in a way, right? Yeah. Don't forget it. What am I always saying? How do you feel?
Overwhelmed at the moment. I think it's just like rapid fire.
Oh, no, it says number 4 on the border.
Oh.
Sorry? Why? Because we. I know, why do you need more information? So what more information do you need?
Other.
You need the standard deviation, what else? What else? or the standard level of measurement, you need more information to be able to make sense of it.
Yeah.
Because they are from two different distributions, you cannot compare them directly. They are from two different distributions. A 90 in the set of scores from math might be lower than a 70 in the distribution of scores from physics. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Assessors know that. Other people. Because 70 could be the highest, and 90 could be the lowest. I know. Present, please. Yeah. Come connect here. If you're not just make a secret, come connect. Still probably 3, 2, or you want to get a break? No, we can like it all.
Okay.
Can you use the HDMI?
Yeah. Not bad. If you, but you want to see. Nonsense that I have already done. But I won't. Don't say that. We don't have work. Don't jinx it, please. Thank you. Girl, do you know her? Oh, gosh.
You guys have been in forward here.
We're talking about, yeah, we.
Just.
Did you watch the video that I told you about,
Okay.
about screening? In module 6. The first active video that I didn't put that on, I mean, put it on the practice, I didn't put my phone. In module 6. Sorry, right. What's on? What's that? Yeah, it's coming from. Yeah. Is this an idea? I have a very strong background here. I got your brother. And then really interested when he came to our classroom because we were concerned about him. Because he was the baby of the family, so he didn't ever have to do anything for himself. He never got it. So when he asked to do what they would be independent, but we expressed his concerns to the parents, and they like the next year he came back to do these things for themselves. I think that speaks for they are to such secure back how they but doing this but doing these things. Yeah. I got to work here on phonics with my class was 4 years old, about a year ago. When I worked on phonics, was able to see the names of the letters. That and do that. I chose to study literacy and
kindergarten student. My goal is to get a clear understanding of how Peter's feelings and emotions towards reading and literacy are to see. I wanted to know how those emotions have affected his literacy. I've had students who have no interest in reading, and they're the same age as Peter, they're not on the same academic level as Peter. And so my goal is to see if like, for my observation process, I use 3 instruments. I use anecdotal notes, I use the parent, and I use checklist. I use the so I took the observation and I did anecdotal notes so that I could this Peter reading and so this would allow me to speak Peter what's words, but understand what he is. I was also able to see Peter ask for help when he wasn't able to understand. I also used a checklist for updating students. I made the checklist based off of the Illinois kindergarten literacy standards, so I was able to see if Peter was up to the kindergarten literacy standards. And I also did a parent so I could get a well-rounded view of Peter's habits and attitudes towards reading. These are the assessments. There's the I also provided sideboards for the observation. So after Peter read I thought him to be able to anywhere from anything. On my data is that Peter demonstrated the ability to read with fluency. Peter recognized punctuation. Peter understood the ability to recall the details of read. Peter did not get any support. And Peter was on the same level as the Illinois standards. And that's the activity that has Peter so open about the things that during the week in the parent process that he required to be there, but he also said that she wasn't required to be. That to me, that speaks for he just says that he enjoys reading caregivers. Even the harder books, he enjoys reading. He needs help. He needs tasks. He has a positive relationship is why this time so high that my parent feedback, it was hard to give parent feedback. I felt that parents were doing a lot of things right. But I said for my feedback, forward to this things happens, by himself, partake book credit, and make brothers that I think that this feedback helps the child and parents because very quick requires books that may cause negative, but I think if it
But I said, asking the mom about the child eating habits can be very helpful. Provide with reading. I said that was his reading skills or habits are also very great, and I asked if this was the only development she assessed when it really.
And then I just asked how different do you think the assessment would have been if she was.
What?
She was in.
I think so in the past, I've been assessed for a different group, and it's kind of distracted the child or child nervous, so I think we big out of yes, the moms did provide.
Mona? Question? You have another class? Am I the only one who did the competition?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, yeah, thank you. You'll not be granted for the committee. All right, so next is Kenzie. Wow.
It was fun. All that. Nothing good stuff. Well, I did that because I went out and I couldn't say any words, and I'm like, the words are there. I just can't look. Yeah. For your degree. And I'm like, heart palpitation. She was up there. No. It's really good. Really happened. Like she.
Okay, time is done. after down there. The, part left. Something that was. Yes. There been a 13 and he talks about how people on the big in the daycare and on campus. The problem that I was looking for through my application was that I thought that he wasn't really listening well. And again, because of that, he's distracted. So like the teacher will have to tell me the directions of to but if when he was told to put away the blocks, the teacher tell him like a few times, like 3 times that he was distracted with his friends. For that, the skill that I was looking at was the cognitive. And with that, I had used the interview and some notes. And with the notes, I had also had things with pictures. For the observation, I had observed him on a Friday 3 times. And it's even like when I see him on a Tuesday, he like says he's like distracted all the time. And then he does get emotional by random things. Like the last Friday that I saw him, he was playing with his classmate, and then one of his classmates was pouring a spiel, and then he said it belongs in winter when it was supposed to be in the ocean category. He started to like feel the emotions he was about to cry, and then I had asked him, "Are you okay?" And then he went to get a tissue. And then mm, and since he's always like he does get the directions because he's like even playing, but when he's playing, and then one time when he looked out the window, there was the garbage truck, ran toward the window and did garbage truck. He what got distracted from his playing. He ran toward the window and said garbage truck, and the teacher had told him to like go back to playing. And when he was doing some activities after write his name, he would forget to write his name, and then I would have to try to prompt him to write his name. And he likes for last month in the classroom they were learning about dinosaurs. So like he knows most of the dinosaur names. And he brings some toys of Pokemon, and he also knows those names of those toys too. And the reason I chose him was because like I saw some similarity of him to my brother. The way he acts kind of like remind me of my little brother. The result that I got from the questions is that from both his mom and the teacher is exactly what I saw. That he does get easily distracted, and then I think his therapy does help him with his speech because the teacher in one of the questions did say he does try to talk to his friends when like he try to keep calm down. He would talk to the friends and the teacher to tell them why he's emotional. And yeah, um, and yeah, some because he's seeing a speech therapy, and then all the things that's happening in the classroom is mainly emotional and like his behavior because he don't really he having well not really mental breakdown, but he gets very emotional for like very simple things. And yeah, but when he does play with his friends, it's like he does play with everyone, but he's mainly um gravitate towards like there's two women in the classroom. He mainly gravitates
PM for like maybe the parent, and like since it's mainly emotional and behavior stuff. I would like start as if the parents can, because the mom is a nurse, and the teacher did say maybe it's because the mom's a nurse, the kid is having those, emotional and behaviors in the classroom because of the mom's schedule at work. Because, I think she doesn't, she don't, get to see, him every, all 5 days, or like, I think like, see her in the weekends too. But, for, he's, being picked up, he's being dropped off at his grandparents' house, for Tuesday, and Monday, and then, the other days, he will get to be picked up by his mom, Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. Yeah, so like the schedule of him seeing his mom is not all the time throughout the week. So maybe that's also the way why he is behavior and he gets emotional. He's like, but he, that's why his connection with his he, I mainly see his mom when he gets picked up from the daycare. And yeah. Then that may be like he might be see another therapist to like try to help with his emotions. To see if that will also help him with the extra. But is that he's overall a very happy kid. And I did have fun, that was engaging to see how he interacts with all his classmates. And I did see how he really does get distracted very easily. But he does go back on track. And he does occasionally, he occasionally does say that things are easy, like, when he was doing syllables, he found that very easy. And when he, was doing counting, he found that also easy. But, when he was, and then like he got distracted, so he took a bit longer to do the activity. And then he did find some things like sorting, like putting it in the correct spot, like how I mentioned with the steel earlier. He got emotional over that. But for that, when he was doing the sorting, he found that hard. And then, when he was tracing on shape, the heart on a piece of paper, he was having difficulty, and then he was like getting emotional over that. Yeah, he, yeah. Yeah, it should be fine. Yeah. What? Like, it's 4 or 5? 4 and 20. It's fine. But why? But why is he? That's 25, right? Yeah, he just turned 5 in February this month.
Is his dad involved at all?
I don't see his dad. For the daycare, I only see his aunt and the mom. I never, maybe another auntie, but, mainly the female, of the family. No, I don't see the father, but,
Are they together?
I think so, yes.
I'm only, I think you mentioned the mom and then the grandparents, and you didn't mention the dad, so I was wondering if he was a part of.
Yeah, the mom of the kid is so-called the sister-in-law of the director of the daycare. So, yeah, there is a father figure there, but, I don't get to see him.
Yeah.
might be working on this, but maybe similar job as the mom or something. I don't see him at all. Only the mom.
Questions or computer?
I think my comment, I asked them was like, how often do they work on syllables? And then they try to like get him involved by doing worksheets that had interest like in him. A couple twice.
Oh, very, very interested.
Oh, I said, does he fidget a lot? Or was he distracted by something else? He said that was like an amazing thing that he's always.
For the fidget, he still holds during certain times that move around a bit, so he doesn't fidget. And like when he's in his chair, he will be in the chair, but then also he's like off the chair in some way, so then the people tell him he can get back in the chair and then front way.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay, yeah. I said this is child, like, did you know the child from work or did you like know the child from like what form you work at the daycare? And then I said, because she talked about and had with the play fighting where he was playing around like hitting her or something. So I said, could that be why he thought it was playful behavior? And does he just display this behavior often like to get some practice?
The one that observed like that, was not the main teacher, was like the assistant teacher, and it was only her that time. And this was during my clinical time, but it wasn't really my time of observing him, so like, it was when he was doing an assignment after reading time, he was doing an activity, like sorting or, drawing something, yeah, he was sorting, was doing stuff on a piece of paper, and then he was like one of the last few finished, and then I was trying to help him. It also sort of like go please, and then his teacher saw me, saw that happen, and then told him do ask him do this with your mom at home, and then he did. She told him to apologize and give me a hug.
Anybody else?
But they do give, like, he has, the teacher notes have an example of the activity when they want them to do that activity after reading. But, that activity is only kind of shown once. As when they introduce the activity. And then they're free to do the activity by themselves. But he sometimes, for some of the activities, he's not the last one to finish. But with some of those activities that was easy, he was trying to reach the first one, not first one, but like the two first floor finish, unless he gets distracted by happening. And if when he was said one of those activities is easy, he helped another classmate with that.
All right, thank you. So that's also our case study discussion. I haven't had a chance to read the case study summary. Give me quick feedback in this case study. What was best for you? What was most challenging? The whole process. And then the reason we start so early to provide the length of time where everybody gets to present. And the thinking part of it, they contribute everybody to something to get to see those technical questions. Please talk about it. Sorry?
For me, personally, I think was part of liking questions happening because like I do like I'm not very close, so it's like I'm worried about the correct wording.
Well, the picking instrument is very important. because-
Yeah.
So,
I think it was nice that it was like fun. And also just like help that.
but you cannot do this thing fast, you cannot do it fast because you may not do it. How, those of you who had to go to school, how easy was it to get there? Did anybody have to go into school because of the day?
I did.
Yeah, was that hard?
And we know the teacher and she. It was.
In the past, I usually wanted students to strictly go to the classroom, but things happened and lots of schools were not letting me my students even anytime you can level. So I opened it up any kind of access to whether it's in a clinical, anywhere you have a child. So I guess that is possible. Everybody had, nobody had a hard time having a child. I know I'm working. Anything else? Oh, yeah. I didn't want to live in it, but they were also good. I didn't want to live in it. Sorry?
No.
What's not the data? Did you know what to do with it? I don't know what this information, I don't know what to do. Oh, no, I don't know, I was supposed to at the school. I went to depend on you. So I went to the things like this. This is not about anything about it. I went to demonstrate the skill. Okay, we're going to go a little faster then. Don't forget to get that book. Get it anywhere. Believe me, you will need it. Now, these are instruments. These are screening instruments, and the best way to do it, I'm going to put them in different places. You're going to explore them. Make sure you explore every one of them. Get to see what they are, the last thing that's name. Just so you are aware of these instruments, pull up the information. You will see manuals and you will see some guidelines. Believe me, you're going to be doing something with speed. No matter what. So you're going to move around the state. So that one section, we cannot run around the yellow again. Move around, let us see all. That's my point.
My God, the wall.
Don't move things from one second to another. Have the manual, see what a manual looks like. Read some of the instructions of the manual so you have an idea of what it might say. Look at the form. Yes, some of them are going to say. It's like so crazy.
Yes. Right? Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Sure enough.
No, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you have? Right. What is it? I don't know. Okay. Make sure you all. Too much one.
What do I do? What do you do? What is the thing so we can So when you watch the video that I said I want to stick for your own learning, it will make a lot of sense. This one for Maya. Yeah, but I, well, you could say that too. Yeah. Yeah, parents pay, yeah, like $25 an hour. And you have insurance, you should up your pay. Yeah, it's up. What? That's not what how much do you charge? I used to charge $30, and so with the kid that gets triggered by work, say I'll pay you $25. Yes, I know a lot about the kids, but they say they talk. I used to charge. I think you should always pay. Because you work on stuff. Yeah. It could be accessible. There's a lot where you babysit this kid for 3 years and it doesn't take 20 minutes. And then the dog bark at 3 years. It compromises with them getting ready babysit them. But if it's like a new family, that change your wrong. That's not. I have 20. I years he turned 20. Now I'm
And so when I.
make money. I'm not going alone. I'm not going alone. Yeah, were you in oh my God, it's so cold. It's freezing. Yeah, it's all like that. What do you think? What do you need to have done for this class?
I will email you next semester. I can't even think of it.
was done, just give you an overview of everything. Really, that's the benefits. So it's a beginning. You can never learn everything about anything. In fact, so it's a beginning and continue working on your learning. Please watch those videos in module 6. I know you didn't watch them last time. Watch them. You will learn. I think something with the part, I thought to go because I don't remember exactly. I realized the module on the practice that. Next Wednesday, about this time, we'll have fun with the exam, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I think Kano is in it's about. All right. So I'm posting 24 hours earlier, and by this time you'll be submitting. Any other questions? I had a good time with you guys. Some of you from 302.
Oh, yeah.
All of them. All the way from 302 to 338.
Yeah.
Are we having you there? You are only. Yeah.
Yes. That was good. Before that.
Yeah.
I was with what's her face? I was with what?
No, I didn't see you on the Oh, the 302. The 303.
Yeah, that's what I was with Michaela and Olivia.
What?
What did all that get it? We were to what I was with Michaela and Olivia. I don't know if they went. I think Olivia.
Okay, question for you. Anybody thinking of doing the non-licensure track? No, okay. There will be a pre-cursor to that, 374, like preparations for the 375. 375 is a capsule project that is done instead of doing teaching, but you don't get the license. License is good, but if it comes to a point where you're following up the program, you don't want the license, or big idea, there is the 375. So the 374 is being offered this semester. These are coming fall for the first time ever. I just thought that, and we're going to offer that for the first time. It is precursor to the 375. So in a way, it prepares you for the 375. But I'm hoping if you're waiting for license, that's the best thing to do. But if license seems to fall through your fingers, you can use that as a way to get the degree and then come back for license later. And we have one student is presenting her project. She's not with me. She's presenting her project next. This is May 14th, from 4 o'clock to about 6 in B146. If you want to see what that looks like. From she can do it for half an hour, but there'll be free time. So this student will present her capstone project report. So if you're curious to know what it is like, please you're welcome to come to B146. You know where that woman is? Who's presenting? The student. No. So she was doing your instead of doing student teaching, she decided to do the 375, which is the capstone project. She gets the degree, but not the license. But she can come back later and get the license, maybe the graduate program. Or but she has to do so please join us. Join us
Wednesday. No? Yeah. We should before we graduate.
just like, Thank you so much. Make sure you sign in. I hope to see some of you just for Thank you. And I'll meet you. Thank you.
You're in the online.